Hey folks, let's get right to it. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I just haven't been able to gather the motivation. So I'm gonna try and throw down a fucking um, beat in like an hour or something. At least get something started and show you basically the process for how I make a beat. Now the first thing is it's a little secret I've been using. It's not really a secret. I'm sure there's a lot of producers that do it. But I'll come up with a specific scale I want to use. And for this particular one, we're going to use something called the Hirajoshi, and that is 1, 3, 4, 8, 9. So say we start on the E, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bang, bang. Copy that. Toss it back. Yada, yada. Get ourselves the lower octave as well. All right, we got ourselves a reference. Now, what I'll do with the reference is I'll mute it, name it reference. All right, so we've got that. And then now find a sound. Let's do something simple, like something you can't go wrong with. You know what? Let's get a little fucking creative with it. We're gonna use this marimba. And I'm a little bit articulate and like to name everything so it's pretty. Alright, now for purposes, I guess you can use a metronome, this thing here, and use that for your time, but for me personally, I prefer using a 2/4. So I'll do something like this. Just to keep my fucking rhythm. And put it on pattern. Fill each 4 steps. Bang bang boom, we got ourselves a basic beat. Alright, let's get building. So now we got our scale here. I can't go wrong if I stay inside of these notes. Essentially, that is the theory. I mean, I'm sure I could go wrong, but zoom in a little bit. No, I don't really have anything in my head. That's like my first mistake here. But let's try and just fucking wing it and see what we get. Da, 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 da. Nah. Da, 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 da. Ooh, we got something fat already. Okay, so let's keep the first half of that and then spin it off. Okay, we got something good there. Now, I'm not really sure what goes well with a marimba. Let's try a flute. That sounds like it would be a good contrast. It's a little bit too mop for my tastes. Come on. I know there's better flutes than that. Piccolo. Like that dude from Dragon Ball. Let's fuck with that. Okay, so I'm thinking like a doo-doo-doo. But we're gonna have to shorten that for a little bit more tension. Ooh. gonna turn that a little down because it's kind of ear-piercing. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Now, you can do a little something like this, just to give it a little bit more flavor. You click on this as a slide. I want to see how that sounds with this. Now I'm going to do the same thing where I grab this, paste it over like that. Except, I'm thinking we're going to keep that like that, and then we're going to drag this out. So it's a little bit varied. A little bit variant. I have to drag that over like that to match the rhythm that I have going here. Alright, we got something fairly decent there. And so now I'm going to get rid of the reference because we need to make something a little more tasty to go with them tasty melodies. So if you click here, you split your channels. I got my marimba now, and I've got my piccolo. Bing, bang, boom. Now, let's throw our fucking beat. Now, everybody's got their own shit. I've been using bulletproof bends because I really like the sounds in here. I'll use this as my kick. Ooh. Name that as my kick. And then let's get a snare. Okay, we'll go with that. That's my snare. And then I've got this. It's not actually part of the kit, but you can find this overused trap snare literally anywhere. And it's just, I mean, you hear it everywhere. It's a nice snare. There's no denying it. Yeah, we'll go with that. And it's a very common producer technique to layer your snare with a clap, so you get just a little more oomph to it, and it just makes it sound more full. Now, a hi-hat. I'll go with that because it's nice and simple. Now, I generally decide right now if my beat, yeah, we'll get a fucking open hat in there. It would suit the rhythm I got going. So try and keep this native. I generally use in Legacy. I like the 4. No, it's not that one. Which one is it? It's not in Legacy. Okay. That's a nice, well, yeah, that'll work. So we get our open hat, just like that. And then you could do something simple like this, and then... Yeah, like that. And we'll go from there. And then, Another really important thing when I'm building the beat is I like to throw in a few percussions. And I'll hang on a second. While we're fucking around with basic sounds, I will grab a crash for emphasis on certain hits. Now that we got our crash in there like so, I also like to grab a ride. But what I'll do with my ride is I'll grab it like this and I'll reverse it. And you see how I just dragged it into there? It's so I can control it better. I can see it. Try to line it up so it's like I can put it on fucking the end of a measure so it's like just adds that tension and it's nice. Really makes your shit sound progressive. Now, we've got all that shit in place. Let's fuck around with our beat a little bit. Oh no, we need some percussion still. Okay, I've got all sorts of random ass percussions lying around, like all this. I don't know what I want to use. Let's just stick with, you know what? Yeah, let's use some of this stuff. Get a ting in there. Ting. Sure. That kind of sounds like a bongo. We'll call it a bongo just to keep it simple in my head. Grab this one, see how those go together. Yeah, that'll work. But we've got them both rather quiet. So if you go into your shit here, click on this, you're gonna boost it, clip it, so it like, you know, if you go over the top with it, it'll clip. Yeah, it's a bit too much. Like that. And then this one too. We'll fucking give it a boost. Oh, come on. And if you get certain things like this, I will open it. I'm doing this stuff too fast. You like go and you click on it, you edit an audio editor, it'll open up Edison and you can grab the sound just like so, highlight the red area, grab this top right corner shit, drag it into there just like so. Wait a minute, I just replaced the wrong sound. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to grab that bongo all over again. What is it? I think it was that one. So I'll grab that bongo too. No, it was the exact same fucking one. Okay, well, let's see that. Yeah, it was that one. Okay, bongo 2. Good enough. Rename our ting. Sometimes I will take this so much further and my kit will be like stretched all the way down, but we're going to keep it simple for the sake of time. And let's just get this hat filled out. Bit. Voila. load these on the second measure like so. We've got ourselves a 2/4. Into here and you click cut self, it'll make it so the sound every time you got a fast. So for instance, let's go into a piano roll with this and fucking just give it a little bit of a, so it's a little, yeah, there you go. See, right, like it makes it a little bit buttery smooth because it'll cut itself off instead of the sound leading into the sound and making it muddy. Something like that. Alright, I like that. Okay. Now we got ourselves a decent start to a beat here. But because I like to get fancy with it, let's do it to this one too, the cutoff, so I can get fancier with it. Just do the same thing. Toss in an extra. And here you got your velocity. I tend to give it a dynamic like that so it fades in, you know? Just makes it sound a little more natural. And then let's throw in that that same pattern I did with the ting, because it's fucking, it's mean. Like that though. And then like that. Throw in some extra notes on that, like that. And you go into your fine pitch, and you go like that. You go down. It's just gives it a little more character. Now let's go into the hat and really all I'm going to do here is just like make a few just throw in a couple extra notes here and there like that, so you don't really know how to predict what's coming next. Yeah, leave that over here. That's good. Doesn't need to be too much. And if you hit Alt-R, you'll bring up this menu, which I tend to fuck with the panning every time. So then it's like left, right, makes the gives the hi-hat a little bit of a dynamic. Oh yeah, we got our crash too. Let's throw one in just for the fuck of it. Oh, would you look at that? It fits so perfectly. Okay, so we got ourselves a beat. Let's name it beat. And do the same thing where I split channel, bang, bang, boom. Now we got our beat all separated. Nope. Grab that shit, throw it in. Now we got ourselves a basic beat here. That's enough to fucking make a song, honestly, if you really wanted to be lazy, but we're gonna do a little bit more than that, because that's just a simple start. Let's say, we want to have a little bit of an intro, and let's have our intro a little bit longer than that. And so what we're gonna do is bring up our reference, and let's find a sound that would sound good for chords. Something, I like to stick with organic shit. Oh, maybe that pan flute? Okay, sure. We'll do the pan flute. Now, unfortunately for this fucking scale, I picked something that doesn't really like to work too well with scales. Let's see here. Or the scale doesn't work well with chords. My bad. See what I mean? Like, you try and stick within your shit, it's probably gonna sound garbage. Oh, that's actually not bad. I don't know how I'm gonna time this. Let's do that. Let's just throw in our reference again, just so we have something to work with. Yeah. Like that. Okay. No. So we got something like that. Yeah. I don't really like that, so... I guess G would be the only thing that works. And then we could do like that. Fucking huge. That doesn't really sound too pleasant, does it? Okay, we'll go like that. That's alright. I'm just over the edge a tiny bit there, and it's making it think we got an extra Ooh, that's got like a very foreign vibe to it. I'm liking it. So let's get like a. I'm gonna use something as like a bell, just like a little bit of a ambience. Fantasia. Perfect. So we'll go with Fantasia. I'm just gonna name it Bell so I don't confuse myself what we're doing here. And then let's listen to that again. Maybe just drop that an octave. Okay, maybe that's not gonna work. It is a little bit too chimey. Ooh, yeah, we'll use the turn down. It's called an accidental when you step outside of the scale, but I think it'll just sound primo. Yeah, like that. So we'll do the same thing we did earlier and split this shit up. Bang bang like this, split by channel. And we got our different. So just to keep it organized, I want to give them their own separate channels, and I like to keep my instruments along with my instruments and my beat with my beat. So we'll do it like that, and then just drag it out like that. And now I've got a whole ton of sound effects, but because we got this this Asian vibe going on, we're gonna throw in a gong because that's just perfect. Throw it in down here like this. Now, if you were paying attention earlier, we grabbed our rev ride here, and we're gonna fucking pull that in like so. Throw that in on the beat drop. We're gonna layer that up with another sound. Personal trade secret of mine. It's not really a secret. I'm sure a lot of other producers do it, but I'll grab another sound effect. I'll grab that, and we'll do the exact same thing, except we're gonna stretch it too, just to give it a little bit more of the same tail to match up with our other thing. So it's like that, and then now we're gonna need an intro beat to go with this. When I'm building an intro beat, I always have a little bit of a different method to it. It's like it's gotta be, you know, like an intro. So let's just do something simple, like let's just do this. So it's like, you know, we'll throw that on the snare too. Snare 2 intro. If you go like this, you can bang bang. And then we'll just speed up the pace of it for the first half like that, and then the second half, brah! So it's like rapid fire. And then we're gonna take the last bit and go like this. So it dips down, and now let's do our kick real quick. Boom, 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 boom. You know, I'll just drag it in. Listen. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do the same thing. Cut it off if I want to do it like that. And then now we're gonna do boom, 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 boom. Nice and generic. Easy peasy. They call that progression, I'm pretty sure, in the industry. We're gonna call it kick generic because it's pretty generic. Just to give it a little bit more flavor. Boom, 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 boom. Bada boom. Boom, bada boom, boom. Okay. That's okay. That's decent. You know what? Yeah, let's throw in an ambience just because it does sound a little empty. Toxic. Toxic always has the greatest fucking background shit. That's a little too electronic though. Let's go with something in the best, because clearly they're the best. That's perfect. So we're just gonna go ahead and be super simple with this. Call that the windy. Just toss in atmosphere. And just drag it out. Easy. Now we got ourselves an atmosphere. Same deal, I'm gonna insert a track for the atmosphere. Now we got our atmosphere like that. And then let's throw in we need something that'll slap with the fucking beat kicking in. And to do that, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna fucking I guess we could do I haven't even done this yet. Let's take a listen to what we got here. We need a bass line. Let's throw in some 808. And because I'm lazy and I don't have anything better currently than good old Flex. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with Flex. But go ahead and grab ourselves an 808 bass. Drag that up with the kick just to keep things organized. Now, a really simple method used in a lot of trap is you'll grab your kick and you'll synchronize your 808 like so. Drag out all the notes. I'm sure there's a faster way to do this, but I don't really know. And I haven't put in the time to learn since I've gotten back into producing. So we'll just do it the good old fashioned, drag it all out. It works, right? Now, we'll drag that down because we want it to be low, because it's bass. It's pretty cool, right? And that's that. Just kidding. We're gonna make it have a little bit of a flair to it. So, I mean, yeah, that sounds better. So, simple slides. It's like I taught you about the slide earlier. All you do to do that is you double click on the note. Now let's drop this one. But we're gonna do it a little bit more, shit. We're gonna do it a little more, okay, they can take a little more. Now we're gonna go ahead and get a little loopy with our slides. Drag it up to there. See how that sounds. I'm not sure if I usually build in this tempo. So I want to bring it back so it's like doo woo. So I'll do it like that. And then we'll make it come back. Ooh, and then we're gonna do it like this. And then complicated, but all using the same fucking note. Pretty much, except for that C I threw in. Other than that, it's all just B. Yeah, like that. Now it's got some flavor. It's groovy. Split the channel. Now we've got our bass, or rather our 808 bass, because yes, I like to build a bass line as well. We'll get right into that here in a second. Let's just go ahead and make our fucking track for that. So we've got our intro. We're gonna go ahead and, just for the sake of being lazy, we're gonna go ahead and grab all the lowest notes like this, and we're gonna throw in another flex, because why not flex? We've been flexing a lot. Let's use in our Bassutopia. I like this one water flow. Sounds nice, but get rid of that reverb. You got all your controls here. Get rid of the delay too. There, it's nice and clean now. Bass. Let's fucking call it bass because it's bass, and I don't want to get confused. Always gotta keep track of your shit. Oh yeah, since we threw in some sound effects, just for the purpose of keeping everything organized, we're gonna go like this. And you can move things around by selecting them and pressing Alt, which is very useful if you like to keep things organized. So we got all our sounds, which are sounds, like they got the little icon on the side. We got all those together. We've got our instrumental section together, and we've got our drum set all together. Except for the 808, which I have up here, and I'll show you why I did that soon enough. We're gonna get into the bass now. Okay, so we've already got our low notes selected. Just drag it in like that. That's pretty dope. Let's just drag that down one though. Okay, now we've got our bass line, but we're gonna just take it an extra step further and go ahead with. We should probably put that on the B too. So, hang on a minute. Just want to take a look at this. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So E and G, we're gonna go E. Wait a minute. Let's throw in a slide because it always sounds groovy to throw in a slide. Okay, it's coming together quite nicely. Now I'm gonna go ahead and chop off the end of all of these so it's like, and then we're gonna do it like that. And I'm gonna throw in another effect just because I love effects and it really drives home what you're trying to do. So we'll grab this glass break and we're gonna do the same thing, reverse it and throw it in like that. And then we're gonna throw in, I've got these from the kit plug. Break! Voice sample shit. Throw it in right there. What? I didn't even hear it. Why the fuck didn't I hear it? What the fuck is going on? Okay, we're gonna try that again real quick. Why is it doing that? I don't understand. Okay, new approach. Yeah! Okay, yeah! I'll use this one. Yeah, see, that one didn't fuck me around for some reason. I don't know what the hell that's all about. Now, let's get a little bit crazy with stuff. So, shit, we've got so much going on here already. Before we get too far ahead, let's go ahead and select everything. Go into our mixer, select a bunch of tracks, Control L, bang bang, we got everything tossed in like so. I'll throw in an empty track beside my drum kit, select them all, select my drum kit, I'll create a submix and I'll call this the beat, and I like to give it a color just so it looks nice like that. I'll do the exact same thing for all of my instruments, and that's in track routing, create submix, instrumental, yellow, bang bang. So we got our two different things. Now, because kick and 808 share the same frequency, what I like to do and what you should probably be doing is you'll fucking sidechain your kick to your 808. But doing this, you'll run into an issue where you can't even hear your kick without the fucking, because it's only running through this channel and I have it set to 0. So what I'll do for that is I will create an automation for when I am using the kick without the 808, and I'll create an automation. I will grab this, set it to 100, and then I'll copy that. Go ahead and so we got our kick. Go ahead and paste that value. Go to hold. Now we've got our kick back in the mix. Like that. Easy peasy. Now our 808. You'll want to throw an EQ on it, and I generally do something like this. Let's just listen to it while we're doing things. So we got our. Let's throw in the kick too, just. So let's throw in. So it's like that. Sounds pretty good. And if you put on a soft clipper, you can get it just a little bit more loud. Now the fun part, you'll want to put on Fruity Limiter. I always put it at the bottom, just have it. But you'll go into your compression here, side chain, select the kick, and put your threshold somewhere. I don't know, it depends what you're going for. If you go, it's like your ratio will determine how much the kick will cut through the bass. I'm not really sure what the knee does. I got some notes written somewhere, but the lower you go with the threshold, you'll notice it turns down your bass. So I try and keep it up here, just so the kick is cutting through, and then it's immediate. The bass is still fucking prominent. Alright, we got sub basic. I'm not gonna do too many mixing on this very basic beat, because we're already almost at the hour mark, and I've hardly got shit. Man, I knew I wasn't ready for this. But maybe you'll have learned something. Anyway, we threw everything else into the mixer already. I really only did that at that moment because when I threw in that vocal, I really wanted to throw on a delay. Where the hell is it? So it's like that. Now let's just go 4. Yeah. Now let's listen here. We got we still need a indicating sound for when we hit into the fucking into the beat. You know, we could use that, but that is pretty we're not gonna use that. Let's use I don't know what should we use? Drawing a blank. I like an explosion of some sort. Let's use that. So here I've got all sorts of different explosion sounds. So we'll bring that up in Edison, find a nice explosion. How about this one right here? Nah, too basic. That one's loud. Loud and overkill. Well, how about... I don't want the echo. How about... Come on. It's gotta be... Ooh, I like that one. It's got a little bit of like... You can hear like some rattling metal. Yeah, we'll go with that one. So replace, bing bang. Throw that in right here. I left a bit of a tail on it, so we'll have to drag it over to... Yeah! Oh yeah, I haven't saved this yet. Let's call it... Playing around with you. You hit Control S to save your project. Normally I do that like every 10 minutes or every time time I do something of significance. But I haven't even thought to do it since we started this. It's a good thing I thought of it, because you never want to lose your progress. All right. Now, since we tied our entire instrumental section into this, our submix, we can throw on something like gross beat and go into momentary, and we grab vinyl off, copy that, create an automation clip, paste that value, put it on hold. I think I might have to adjust that. So I'll just drag it over. Really? Okay, so we're still catching that. That bugs the hell out of me. So instead, we're just going to do it like this, and we're going to do a volume control, because that is so much easier to deal with. And what we'll do, basically, is drag this out further and just mute the shit out of it up until the song starts. We'll copy the value of that. Paste that value. Drag one out. Okay, so now we got it like that. Yeah. Alright, so now we got a somewhat crispy intro. I don't know. It's definitely rushed. You can just tell by the sound of it, but we had another sound in there. Our atmosphere. Which one is that? That is windy. We will put a filter on that so it's less, I don't know, it just doesn't sound right. So let's do it. I'm gonna do some wonky shit because I like doing wonky shit. And we're gonna make it pan back and forth. Is this it? No, it's this one. So here we've got panning. So if I go all the way, it's 100% to the left, create an automation clip, and then I will go like this. Single curve. Nice zigzag back and forth. It will go left and right. So it's like... very subtle, but it's a great effect. Is the intro just a tiny bit more dynamic? Now, let's go ahead and just paste our shit and bring it out a little further. Show you some tricks to making your beat sound fucking epic. So we've got our arrangement sorted like this, and the reason I like to do it like that is so, say we paste it out like this. Sometimes I'll have it go like that. I have to, I'm not sure why. There's probably a way to prevent that. I'm not exactly that well versed. I'm stubborn. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of most of the crashes because we only need it every now and again. Like that. Now for the first two measures, we're going to go ahead and not have the hat whatsoever. For the first half actually. And then let's go like this. And get rid of all the perks on that section. And the snare too. So it's like... Now let's drag in, you know that... It's like a... It's called a Vibroslap. We're gonna throw that in because it sounds. Oh, what the fuck are you doing to me now? Why you gotta fuck with me like that? Oh, it's right there. That sound. But let's go ahead and drop the pitch on that sucker. And drag it out just a tiny bit. And that does end rather abruptly, so let's throw in a fade, so it's like that. Okay, maybe that's too much pitch. If you put it to stretch, I forgot. If you have it on resample, when you stretch it out, it will change the pitch. So put it to stretch. It does sound a little robotic. Whatever, good enough. So we'll put that like that. And then let's go ahead and do this, just for the sake of being fast. And then we'll get rid of this. Now, a cool trick, we've got our snare here. Just gonna go ahead and drag that in like this and reverse it. And if I synchronize it up like that, let's just snip the tail because it's unnecessary. And so I could throw it in a couple times. So it's like that. And you'll get this kind of sound. No, we're not using that kick. We're going to use our other kick. The second, or I guess we just use the whole thing. Let's throw in our explosion again. And then we've got basic makings of a beat. Get rid of this, get rid of that. And that. Now for the purpose of variation, whoops. Another thing you can do is similar to how I did the snare to give it more flair. We'll grab something bassy. How about... That sounds close enough, right? It's got a little bit of extra sound in it though. It's alright. What we'll do with this, because it's another sharing the same frequency, we're never going to use it at the same time as the 808 because it's going to lead into the 808. We will cut off the tail like that and drag it right up so it's like that. Let's just go ahead and make it like that. Now, for the purpose of more variation, get rid of that. And throw in another vocal sample.
Damn.
Sure. A little bit more quiet. We'll just tag it on here so it's got that delay effect. Let's also throw a filter on it just so it's... And there's a specific... Now, generally you use this for like a guitar pedal simulator, but throwing it on a vocal and there's this very specific ice cold bouncy. We're going to get rid of the delay because we've already got a delay. But what we've got here, the modulator and the chorus and the equalizer, oh, it just makes it sound like, whoa, man. Like that. Bing, bang, voila. Okay, so I think we've gone a little bit over an hour, but let's see what we got. It's the basic start of a beat here. Oh yeah, now just for the purpose of playback and, you know, just making it sound sexy, we're gonna throw on this, and how about we do, on top of that, we're gonna do a, we're also going to do, we'll do a low pass, LP, low pass, do a low pass filter, and we're gonna make it fade out along with the fade in volume, so it's like that. And there you have it, folks. The basic fundamentals of how I throw together a beat.